Continuing on the Domino's postgame report, Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, as frustrating the second half offensively as you've had in some time. Made 3 of your first 4 shots, but you finished 4 of 25 from the floor. What happened there in the final 17 minutes and change of the game that flipped this one on its head?
Well, I mean, you know, if you tell me we come over here and hold the opponent to 63 points, I would tell you we were going to win today. You know, they were the I mean, I've got to give them some credit, but more than anything, I'm disappointed for our team. I thought we played a really sound first half on both ends of the court, and we came out and sort of had a start there, but could make shots. I mean, pure and simple, could not make shots. And when that starts happening, you know, a lot of times it starts impacting other things. Like now, instead of us trusting execution that we always have to do for this team to give its best chance to win, guys start trying to make plays in an attempt to fix the problem, and it's almost like a domino effect, you know. And the more guys try to make one-on-one plays, the more it sort of goes south, and we just couldn't recover. I mean, that's the bottom line.
And a lot of things that you can look at that tell the story in this one. Malik Abraham's your only double-figure scorer.
Yeah.
And he didn't score after halftime.
Yeah. Well, you know, this up till this point, everything that could go wrong seems to be going wrong for this team. You know, Mason gets hurt in the first half. We have to start Brennan in the second half because he wasn't sure he could even play this. Mason didn't think he could play the second half. He gutted through it. I mean, literally, as we're coming onto the court to start the second half, Grant goes down and starts vomiting in the trash can. So, our bus don't show up today. Everything that could go crazy, we're being challenged a lot of adversity. I think this is a great learning opportunity for our players, our staff, to stay poised, to control our controllables, to figure out how despite those kind of things, to try to make the most of the opportunity. And you know, I don't think this second half in any way really defines who we are. I've seen enough of this team to know that we are a much more capable team than that.
Defense still pretty solid. You limit Tusculum below 40% shooting. You wanted to limit their second and third opportunities as the best offensive rebounding team in the South Atlantic Conference. And to look on the bright side, you did that.
Well, that's like I said, if you tell me that they're going to, on their home court, and you could, this is probably as jacked up and juiced up an atmosphere as I've seen in the 9 times I've come here to play. Really, really good atmosphere tonight for the home team. And if you'd have told me we would have come out here and held them to 63 points and 38 from the field, and would have cut their offensive rebounds by a third, I would have told you we're going to win the game. That's what I would have told you. I at no point anticipated the kind of second-half offensive performance that occurred. You know, now hindsight's always 20/20. So when I look back, I think, well, like I said, you know, our really we talked about our prioritization of offense and you know, Grant Mason being such big parts of this and whatever was happening with him physically, I think to some level that definitely impacted. Not to some level, it definitely impacted our team offensively the second half.
Was there some fool's gold in that first half? Yes, you're 8 of 16 from three-point range, but you only make 4 of 11 shots inside the three.
No, I don't think it was fool's gold because I think we're an elite shooting team. They played a lot of zone. The second half they changed it up and came out and played more man and did some things that like I said, I want to see this tape. So I'm not sure as much. I don't know if it was as much the adjustment they made as to what was happening with us in a personal way. You know, again, I'll give them credit because I like their style. I like their effort. I like their determination. All that. I mean, you know, we went a half up and we're feeling pretty good about things and came out of the locker room.
Yeah, built a 7-point lead in the first 90 seconds.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, there were some things there that were positive, and I just, like I said, this is sort of an odd one because I did not anticipate this kind of second half offensive performance. I mean, we're talking about point production. We shoot 4 free throws. I don't know the last time that our team's taken 4 free throws. So it is what it is, Cav. Sometimes there's not really a really clear statement that can be made. It just is what it is.
It's just one of those days where the bus doesn't show up. 2 of your best players get sick or get hurt.
I don't know.
It's one of those days.
Well, I mean, like I said, we're literally going on to start the second half, and I look down there, and Grant is in the toilet at the end or in the trash can at the end of the bench. I don't know if you saw that or not. I was like, what is he doing? Like, what's wrong? He goes over and there was some 75-year-old lady sitting at half court. He goes over and basically steals her Chick-fil-A cup and starts drinking her drink. I don't know. He had momentary insanity. I don't know what was going on. But, it just was what it was, man. And it hurts. There's some guys there that are very upset. There are some tears in that locker room. Our coaching staff is very disappointed because this was a game that we really, really wanted to come over here and put our best foot forward. And unfortunately, we were able to do it 40 minutes.
Turn your attention now to the final game of the first half of the conference slate. Newberry comes to town on Saturday. You always know what you're going to get from a Dave Davis club. What do you have to do? Back-to-back losses against Queens. You lost, but we're happy with the performance.
Yeah.
Tonight, certainly the second half, not what you're looking for. What do you need to do to right the ship against
Well, like
the
I said, I don't think this is indicative of us on any level. So I'm not sitting here thinking we've got to make some kind of significant changes. I think we got to get as healthy as we can get, find out what what we need to do to give ourselves the best chance against Newberry. I think I know what that is, and then we move forward. I mean, this is not something we sit here and wonder and ponder and have 3 straight sleepless nights of let's determine that. No, it ain't that. We just got to get back to practice and get healthy and go into Saturday with confidence. We've historically this game is very challenging. When Newberry's style is we've historically played well in that kind of game at our house. So I'm looking forward to seeing how our guys respond.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Enjoy the ride home.
Great. Thanks, Kev.
That's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson.